Welcome back to Love Poetry Month here on the Porcupine Presents. Today's poem is Love After Love by Derek Walcott, a luminous piece about healing, self-recognition, and the profound moment when you finally learn to welcome yourself home. Unlike many love poems addressed to another person, this one turns its gaze inward. It speaks to the part of us that has been fragmented or forgotten and invites us to return gently to ourselves. It's a poem filled with compassion, forgiveness, and quiet revelation. After the reading, I'll share a short reflection on how Walcott frames self-love as a kind of reunion, why the poem's simplicity is part of its power, and how its message of restoration continues to speak to readers across decades. Let's listen. Love After Love by Derek Walcott. The time will come when, with elation, you will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at the other's welcome and say, "Sit here, eat." You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread. Give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another, who knows you by heart. Take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your own image from the mirror. Sit. Feast on your life. That was Derek Walcott's Love After Love, one of the most comforting and generous poems of the 20th century. While so many love poems focus on longing for another person, Walcott turns the direction of desire inward, offering a vision of self-love that feels like a profound homecoming. At its heart, the poem is about recognition, the moment when you finally see yourself clearly again after a period of loss, heartbreak, or self-abandonment. Walcott imagines this encounter with the self not as a dramatic revelation, but as a tender, everyday ritual. Greeting yourself at the door, taking your own hand, sitting down to share a meal with the parts of you that have been left behind. The imagery is intimate and domestic, suggesting that the most meaningful kind of healing happens in quiet moments rather than grand gestures. One of the poem's remarkable qualities is its gentleness. There is no reproach in Walcott's voice, no judgment about the ways we drift away from ourselves. Instead, he acknowledges that life, relationships, disappointments, the pressures of the world, can erode our sense of identity. And yet, he insists that the self remains patiently waiting, ready to be welcomed back with grace and curiosity. The poem also reframes love as something restorative rather than consuming. In Walcott's view, the ultimate act of love is not giving yourself away to someone else, but returning to the person you have always been. This is not a rejection of romantic love, but a reminder that meaningful connection with others is impossible without a grounded connection to oneself. What makes Love After Love endure is its invitation to reimagine love not as pursuit, but as acceptance. The poem speaks to anyone who has ever felt scattered, diminished, or lost, and offers the reassuring message that you can come back to yourself, fully and without shame. In a world that often encourages relentless self-critique, Walcott's vision feels radical. The possibility that you might one day look in the mirror and see not flaws or failures, but a familiar friend returning home. Thank you for listening. Join me tomorrow as Love Poetry Month continues here on The Porcupine Presents.